afternoon to everyone gathered here. We are honored and blessed to have Dr. J. Juliet Raja, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, President's University, Bangalore, with us today through online mode to share his insights and experience with our students and faculty members on the topic Introduction to Mabel Beyond the Basic. He completed his UG and PG at Loyola College, Chennai, and his PhD at SSN College of Engineering in Chennai. He has published 21 research articles in internationally reputed journals. He presented and participated in various workshops and conferences. He had been recognized as a research supervisor at Anna University, Chennai. He received an award of Junior Research Fellowship in the year 2018 and Senior Research Fellow in the year 2020-21 SSN College of Engineering, Chennai. He worked as an assistant professor at St. Joseph College of Engineering, Chennai in the year 2021. Currently, he is working as an assistant professor at President's University, Bangalore. It is a great honor to know that he has applied for Dr. D.S. Gotari Research Grant for newly reputed faculty member of 10 lakh rupees for continuing research on chemical graph theory. The application is currently under review. He had been a peer review in 6 internationally recognized journals and revised over 20 research articles. He collaborated with a professional from various institutions across the globe to advance research and gain a deeper understanding of topics. He supported and supervised students and colleges in research programs from brainstorming areas for potential research through publishing papers on completed projects. His activity involved academic activities such as setting question papers, rigorous and continuous test, evaluation, best practice, and scientific protocols to reach defendable conclusions based on a solid evidence. He conducted and evaluated research using cutting-edge technology, including Mabel, Orgimbro, and Gemdra. It's my pleasure to welcome such an example of our youngsters. Cheerful welcome, sir. May this learning be filled with enlightenment, inspiration, and fruitful encounters. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. I am really happy that ma'am has given an elaborate introduction about myself. Today, I'd like to, first of all, I'd like to thank the Auxilium management for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to present a session on MATLAB. I am Dr. Juliet Raja, working as an assistant professor at President's University, Bangalore. So now I'm going to present briefly about the MATLAB. What is MAPL? When you hear the word MAPL, it is something new software which is established 2015 onwards. MAPL is the latest version of MATLAB. Whatever you code in MATLAB, the same thing can be coded in MAPL also, but the output also will be same. Okay, MAPL is a powerful software where this software can be used to solve the mathematical problem. Even you can solve the differential equation, even you can solve PDE and ODE, linear algebra, discrete mathematics. At the same time, any expression, if you want to find the solution for that expression, so that can be solved by using the MAPL software. Now I'd like to show how to work in MAPL. First, this is the MAPL software, where suppose if I want to enter a command in this Maple software. First, I got to go to File. In that new worksheet mode, if I type, the new worksheet will be shown in the screen. Okay. Now I can type any command if I want. I can compute anything if I want, if I like to compute in the screen. So the output will be shown. So here, the beginning of this session, just I like to show the difference between using the semicolon and the colon in Maple. Okay, here you can see that if I use a semicolon here, the result will be printed in the screen. Okay, I can show you with a demo. That is, suppose if I write 4 in the screen, then if I use a semicolon, then if I enter, if I put enter, then I get the output. Okay, then I get the result here. The same way, if I write 6, and if I put a colon, then if I type enter, the output is not shown. So from this we can observe that whenever we use the Maple command, okay, whenever you use the Maple command, we always should put a semicolon at the end after the command. These are the operators we use in the Maple. Okay, if you want to learn more about operators, just you got to type in the screen, the Maple screen, that is question mark operators. Okay, when you type this one, question mark on operators, if we type enter, sorry, O should be small letter. Okay, shift question mark and operator, OPERATOR. If you enter, you will get the what are the operators you have in the Maple and how to code those operators. So the elaborate explanation of the operators will be shown in the screen. Okay, by seeing this, what are the operators you are required of, so you can use it. So you can have a clear understanding about the operators. So even not only operator, any command, if you want to code in Maple, if you are not knowing those commands, just put this symbol, that mean question mark and that command name. Then it will be displayed about that particular command elaborate way. So that is way you can learn this software very easily. These are operators we use to compute any kind of problems in Maple. Here, suppose if we want to perform addition, multiplication, and subtraction, we can very well perform in this Maple. That is, you can see here, this one is dot 5. So the dot means is nothing but the operator of multiplication only. We used to denote as dot. Then 2.5, that is 10. Suppose this command only will work. The other commands sometimes work, and most of the time, it won't work. Okay, that is why you are requested to use the space. Okay, 2 space dot space 5. These commands will work perfectly in Maple. So the other addition. So if we want to add any 2 numbers, it is possible in Maple. Okay, that is 2 plus 3, 5. 2 minus 3, minus 1. 2 star 3, 6. Like this. Okay. So for addition, you will use a plus symbol. For subtraction, you will use a minus symbol. For multiplication, you will be using star. For division, you will be using slash. Okay. So these are the operators we can use in Maple in order to get the output. So here there are some other examples. So suppose if I want to perform some operators here, I can perform the operators like that. So wait a minute. I will delete this one. So I want to perform 2 shift plus 3. Okay, then semicolon. Then I'll get 5. Suppose if I want to perform any 120 slash 4. If I put enter, I get 30. So like this, I can perform the operators in Maple. So in simple way, the output will be accurate in this. The output will get accurate output in Maple. Now, if I want to assign some values to the particular variable, so it is possible to assign and unassign also. To assign a value to a variable, the command will use this one only. This command only we will use. Okay. Suppose here x is equal to 2 semicolon x that is equal to 2. Where if I want to perform some operation on x, so I have to introduce y variable here. Then y that is equal to 3 times x. X means if x is used elsewhere, mapping knows its value to be 2. Okay, because we are given x is equal to, so it understands the x value is 2. When you y, I want to code y that is equal to 3 times x. So I want to perform this one. In order to perform this, y is equal to 3x. If I put, that's enough because x value is already assigned. So I'll get 6. So similarly, we have suppose x that is equal to symbol. This was okay. It is already in operators. We have this one. X is equal to 4 semicolon enter. X value is 4. So now y that is equal to some 6. Then use this star 6 and x. Then use this semicolon. Then if you enter, you will get the answer. Okay. I assign the x value. Then the y, I am writing 6 times x. That means it takes the x as 4 and multiplies with 6, then gives the result as 24. So special constants. So in special constants, suppose x is equal to exponential of 1. That means x is equal to e. So now if I want to perform ln of x, that means x values already we are assigned. So I want to perform ln of x. That is, if I put ln of 1, that is nothing but 1. So if we want to know more about this exponential function, that is special constants, okay, such as exponential function and ln function, what you can do is that, so here, if you want to learn more and more about these two functions, just type the question mark exponential and question mark ln. That's enough. Okay. So if I want to know more about that, first is question mark of ln. If I type this one, if I type enter, I get the ln function. Then how I can use this ln function in Maple. At the same time, if I want to know about exponential function, so what I have to do, just type the question mark and exp, then enter, then I'll get what are the exponential function, how to compute the exponential function in Maple. So these things will be known to me. I can learn more and more about the exponential function. Now, the evaluation, how to evaluate an expression and decimal number. If I 20 by 6 if I have, so how to evaluate those type of numbers? So it is easy to evaluate in Maple. So here pi is always used in capital letter P and I in Maple. If we use a small letter, the symbol will be represented, but the value of the pi will not be represented. That is why always we got to use P as a capital, I small in order to represent pi. Okay. Now eval f of pi. That means I got to evaluate the value of pi. Eval f means the evaluate function of pi. That means the value of pi. So when I evaluate value of pi, I get this the answer. Okay. The same way, why we are requested to use capital P instead of small p. Now, here eval f can be used to also find the decimal value of an irrational number. Okay, so if you have any irrational number, so if you want to know the values of that irrational number, we can use the function called eval f. Now there are three other comments we have in mapping. Okay, the first one is eval. Eval means you can evaluate any expression, any given expression. Okay, so here you can see that eval of 2x plus 1, where x is equal to x is assigned. Okay, then I will get 5. Okay, the same way I can work out eval of some x shift to power, so I mean shift to 6 x power 4, then shift to plus x shift to plus, sorry, okay, shift to plus 4, where I can assign for x value any value I can assign x that is equal to 4. Okay, then if I type enter, I will get the value of this expression. Okay, so like this, any expression if you want to compute, it is possible in mapping. Eval p indicates this is a Boolean function. They are Boolean expression. Okay, whether the given expression or a given equation is true or false. Okay, in order to identify the given expression is true or false, we use this eval p. So eval p of 2 is greater than 3. In that case, we know that it is a false. So the output will be false. The same time, eval c means the complex numbers. In order to compute, in order to analyze, in order to find the solution of the complex numbers also, we can use this command eval c. And eval c of square root of 1 plus I, the answer for this is printed here. Okay. Now, how to compute the absolute values in mapping? The absolute values can be computed by using the command APS of any value you can take. APS of -10, -100, like that you can take. So when you take any values, you can get the absolute value for that. Okay, in order to find the absolute value of any okay, the sets and lists are a very important command in mapping. If you want to represent a set in mapping, you can use this command. Okay, at the same time, list important comments we have, that is NOPS and OP. What is NOPS? That means the number of operands in an expression. Then this the mapping will give us the result as 4, 5, 3. That indicates the how many elements are represented in the particular expression. So now you see that L indicates list, S indicates set. For list means we will use always square bracket. For S, that is set means we'll use always the curly bracket, okay, that is set bracket. Now L is equal to 1 2 3 4. Here L is 1 2 3 4. If you type L is equal to 1 2 3 4, that is, so I have worked out this, that is this one, okay. L is equal to 1 2 3 4 5. I have typed. Then S is equal to 135. 135 also. S is equal to 567 or S is equal to 135. Anything I can type. Okay. Now NOP, number of elements of L. NOPS indicates the number of elements of L. That means how many elements we have in L? 1 2 3 4 5. So it gives me the answer 5. Okay. At the same time, NOPS of S. Only 3 elements. Okay, that is why it gives me the answer as 3. Now, if I have an expression or equation, so in that for that also, how many terms are there in that equation? Now to find the number of terms which are represented in the equation, we can use this same command. Okay, here equation is represented here. The equation 1 plus x plus y plus xy minus y square. Now, how many number of elements are represented? Number of terms are represented in this equation. So, in order to find out that, we use NOPS command. Okay, number of operands which are represented in this equation. So, NOPS of the equation means this is equation. So, we get 5. Okay, there are 1 2 3 4 5 elements are present in this equation. That is why we get 5. Now, what is OP command? OP command can be used to extract the operands from an expression. Okay, the elements that are in the terms which are represented in the expression. For example, this is the S that is equal to 5 6 7. So I will give a demo here. Yes, capital S that is equal to the set bracket 5 6 7. 5 comma 6 comma 7. Okay, now the semicolon. S equal to 5 6 7. So then I got to extract the elements from S. For that I use the command OP shift of capital S. Okay, if I use this command, the elements, how many elements are there here? 5 6 7. 3 elements are there. Okay, in this set, yes, in this set 3 elements are there. So if I use OP command, I can extract these 3 elements here. Suppose I want to extract the first element. Okay, that means 5. Okay, I can extract OP shift of first element from S, capital S. I want to extract, enter. Okay, I have extracted. Okay, like this, if any number of elements is given in the set, so I want to extract any particular element. Okay, any particular element. In order to extract those element, I can use this command OP. Very easy command. Okay, OP of the first place, if it is there, I can use 1. Suppose if it is in second place, I would like to know what is second place, what element is there in second place. For that, OP shift of second place in the capital S, in the set S. Okay, then if I enter, I get the second place, I have 6. That is why I am getting 6. Okay, this is the thing. Good. Now Here, this is one of the good command. So it will help us to remove the duplication in the given set. That means the repeated terms and the repeated alphabet